How to accurately track and assess the language development and academic progress of multilingual students over time. When multilingual students are learning English, we typically have some mandated ways to assess their language proficiency and content development over time. So those are two different things. Language tests, content tests. All students take content tests, like the state test, for example, or end of the unit or projects. That's content. Language is usually a state test required federally that we do once a year, and it's usually a big deal, and we test in all the domains: reading, writing, listening, speaking. We get the results back. We use them to inform all sorts of things. But the most important assessments, in my opinion and my experience, are classroom-based assessments, especially formative assessments. Formative assessments inform instruction. So get under the ways that students are actually interacting with content and language on the daily. You don't have to document it every day, but we do want to have students be aware of their own development, and we also need to track it. So for content and language, I like to mix it and even have a rubric where it's like content on one side and language on the other, or a rubric that addresses language and content in, say, a couple indicators, and do it, say, through a project and then formatively along the way. So students know where the end goal is. And then we're providing support for them to self-assess. Like, for example, I know how to compare and contrast, and I'm practicing that every day. And then at the end of the unit, I'm going to do a presentation with my peers, comparing and contrasting X versus Y based on whatever content area it is. Those are language skills, but those are also connected to content standards. So sometimes you can do a 2-for-1, but either way, really think about how you can empower students and equip them with the knowledge to look at their own growth over time.